Hi everyone, and welcome to today's live feed from the auction. We're kind of just watching to see how things are going right now. We have some items that have sold. This was kind of an opportunity for us to clean house and get rid of some stuff from the shop, and also try and get a little bit of money coming back in since we've been closed for now 3 weeks, which is kind of crazy to think of. I'm gonna flip the camera around here and show you what's happening on the auction site. Hope you guys are all doing really well. Funny story, yesterday at the store, I'm there with Steven, we're moving some stuff around, and I was taking a picture of an 1800 Civil War Colt to show to a guy, and I dropped it on my toe, and I broke my toe. That's not funny, I guess, but I broke my toe. So because it's a Civil War pistol, I said maybe they'll give me a purple toe medal, as being an old Civil War wound. Anyway. So I'm here healing up today, and we're going to flip this camera around and see what's happening in the auction. So let's watch it. This is live, and I'll try and give you some play-by-plays we go to. Okay. Now, if you've not been on their website before, this is K Auctions, Kastner Auctions, Kauctions.ca. This is usually who we've been using as of late. I'm going to turn the volume up. They actually, they don't have any people in the auction right now, but they still have an auctioneer doing this for our online viewing pleasures. So they're selling a crock pot, is what's happening right now. I logged on right now because I'm surprised. Disney Holiday Princess Barbie, usually you don't see Barbies going for 80 bucks like that. Would never have thought. I don't get into dolls at all, really. Somebody really wanted it. Apparently, I'm missing out on the Barbie collectibles. That's not mine, by the way. My items start again around, oh, where are we? Lot 873. So we got about 30 lots to go here. 100 bucks. Wow. Well, somebody got a deal. Well, I mean, the buyer got a good deal, that is. Okay. Since we're waiting, I have a little bit of time before our items come up. I'm going to flip this around and just kind of chat with you guys for a bit. Okay, there we go. I'm at home right now. My kids are somewhere. There's one of them there. Where did you come from?
Right.
He's
There's
just
a couch here.
No, you just appeared out of the ground like a stage theater entrance. Steven just hovered and appeared out of nowhere. When are you putting out your next video?
I've been working on it recently. It's a bit late because I had some videos that were supposed to be up. Then they didn't really work out, so...
Okay. And Steven has a channel too. If you haven't checked out Steven's channel, what's your channel name?
Steven Draws.
With a, how do you spell Steven?
S-T-E-P-H-E-N.
That's right. We gave him the alternate spelling just to try and make his life more difficult than it needed to be.
Confuse the teachers.
Yeah. And I see Matthew's with us, Susan's with us. Hi, guys, and happy Sunday to everybody there. We are actively watching the auction right now, and I don't know what kind of expectations I have for today's sale. There was a lot of items there that in this sale I took down because I was cleaning shelves, and there were a few really good pieces that we took in because you always want to make sure you take a lot of good stuff in. We got word that we can't take anything else into auction, sadly, so we have this sale, and then we've got one more happening next Sunday. But beyond that, we still have all those at least a couple pallets left of toys and merchandise that came out of that warehouse to sell off. So there will be at least items that we can sell in the future. Oh, we are Chewy. I hear my dog snarfing. Chewy, come. Oh, Chewy.
I got him.
You got him? Oh, it's okay. I was gonna bring him up on camera, but that's all right. No. Our dog is I don't know. He's snarfing at something. It's when he's
snarfing at me.
It's when he's Chewy is almost barking. What's the matter? Don't lick my nose. He was like almost barking, but almost not. You know. Chewy is a Yorkie. He's a Yorkshire Terrier, and don't be that cute little fluffy face right there. These were designed to be rat killer dogs. They apparently they're good mousers, but he's basically like a stuffed animal, and he hasn't had a haircut in a while. But, you know, we'll probably have to wait for a bit until we get back on track with that. But yeah, Chewy is a Yorkie, and he's just a happy, fluffy little puppy. So we're going to put him down. Okay, down you go. You go play with the kids. And Yeah, we've been kind of following the auction for a little bit today. Sold a few things so far. We had a Coca-Cola cooler that sold that went for $300. I was kind of hoping, I mean, honestly, I'm happy with whatever right now because I'm happy that people are still out there bidding. Apparently, the people out there with money have money for Barbies. That Barbie that sold for $100, that was, who knew? I would never have. I've had people bring in collections of new Barbies like that, and I never pick them up because I just generally have a hard time selling them. But all it takes is the right two people to be online. Okay, I'm gonna flip this around, and we'll see what's going on. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and they're selling dog food. See, look, what an odd mix of stuff they have at the auction. They have dog food, and then they have Barbies. And then you have a computer gaming laptop, and then you have a carbon monoxide detector. It's just kind of a big mix when you're at an auction like that. Okay, so let's see if I can log in. No. All right, I was gonna log in and see where these items are, but it looks like they're coming up in a little bit. Somebody did put a nice Seiko watch through the auction earlier today, and I was pretty excited about it. See, I'll turn it that way a little bit so you guys can see. Barbies are doing surprisingly well. Who knew? I guess the folks are stuck at home and they're watching Barbies. This is the lot that I'm waiting for right now. This Bowie knife, Franklin Mint Bowie knife, that's a nice presentation piece. That's one of ours, and that will kind of kick off a range of items that we have up for sale. So that's lot 873, so we've got a little over 10, 12 lots to go until we start getting into our stuff. But that's what I'm waiting for. As soon as I see that that knife come up, that's one of ours. Man, I should be dealing in Barbies apparently. They're selling. Okay, we have the cigar box full of cars. These would be what you consider new old stock, which would mean it was probably store inventory that basically was packed up for like 70 years. And we put it up with the cigar box that I got them in. Thought that was kind of cool. I wonder if anybody's bid on the Jawa transporter yet. I don't know why they're showing it in its loose form, but either way, that's a Jawa transporter. There's the Star Wars Cloud City Speeder. That'll be coming up pretty soon. And it's always kind of exciting to watch and see when your items go. Sometimes it's nerve-wracking. Sometimes you can feel a little bit stomach sick about it because you really don't know what your things are going to go for. Last I checked, I brought this in kind of on a whim. I had this World War II gas mask for sale at the store, and it's been getting lots of bids for whatever reason. It's been getting lots of bids. Yeah, to answer your question, I see somebody writing there. I'll flip it back around again. Yeah, I did drop a Civil War pistol on my toe. If you go on my Facebook page, you'll see a picture of said Civil War Colt. I did not show a picture of my poor purple toe, but yeah, I woke up all last night. I don't know if I've never broken anything before. This is the first time I've actually ever broken a bone in my entire life. But yeah, it's pretty much looks like they took a mummy's toe and sewed it on to where the rest of my foot was, as it was just the end of my appendage ended up getting damaged. But so I can walk around and stuff. I'm just walking like an old man, with my back from moving things and all that. On the plus side, though, guys, I did get one seat back for my car. The upholsterer called me, and I was able to go pick up one seat and a couple armrests and some miscellaneous things. So I will have a video hopefully coming pretty soon about the Rolls Royce and the progress on that, and looking forward to getting back at that. I don't think the blue transistor radio has sold yet, Deb. If you were watching this auction, I'll try and answer some of your questions too. Yeah, Antoine, I have a few other little videos planned for around the house, but I'm really at the spot right now where after doing a few of these auctions and selling off a lot of stuff over the past week, our store looks really good right now. But if I thin it out much more, it's not going to look all that great when I open again because I'll be low on inventory. So I really have to make sure that I'm being mindful of not overselling the shop. And then when people come back in, all excited when this thing is finally over, that there's nothing for them to look at. So I have a little bit more I can thin out, but really, I don't know, I've got to scale it back on the online sales so that my store isn't too empty. Who would think I'd be at that stage right now where I'd be worried about my store being too empty? It's a crazy thought, but there it is. And my little red car, my Alfa Romeo, is in storage right now. We have had, it's actually blizzarding. It's snowing outside right now. So I am not planning on driving that car until the weather gets a little bit better. Okay. Boy, those Barbies are selling like hotcakes. This is the M&M display stand is coming up. I was mentioning that I was at a yard sale once and a lady had one of those there, but she was a rep for M&Ms and she said, "Oh, I can't sell that. I'll get in trouble." And I was like, "Oh man, that's too cool," because I thought it'd be a fun display to have to put candy and stuff in. Mind you, I like big things like this, but my store doesn't have the space for something like that right now. Okay, they're getting through these Barbies. We've only got a few more lots and then we'll be getting up to ours here too. Funko Pops are just about done, I think. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of that kind of stuff left. I'm just answering some questions. So when you log into this website and you have your account set up, you basically would just, I would hit that if I felt like bidding on that, you would hit the place bid, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to accidentally place a bid on it on something I don't want. And like I said, I've been more interested in selling lately than I have in buying. So my priority right now is just getting rid of as much as possible. But very soon I'll have to get back in buying mode when we start seeing the tail end of this horrible flu that's going around. I'll have to start restocking the store. Okay, a couple more lots and we start getting into some of my stuff. I'll be excited. The British delivery van sold. The old race car sold. When I got the Alfa Romeo, I sold the British delivery van because I was really out of space. And I'm glad that I sold it the time I did. We got a fair dollar for it. And I don't know how easy it would be to sell an old car like that right now. So kind of glad it sold at the time it did. Okay. I am curious to see what this M&M display stand is going to go for. Okay, I'll turn it up so you guys can hear him too. I like how they talk like they're... he's like a pirate auctioneer. A yar har har. 35, 40. 35, 40, 45. I can do that. 40, 40, 45. Higher, yardy, hardy, har har. I think that's called the auctioneer's chant when they talk like that. No, I don't think I'm going to bid on the M&M thing. It was already at like 150 bucks when I checked last. I don't need it that bad. It is big though. 160 bucks. It's going to go high. It'll be like 230 bucks. That's my guess. Somewhere around there. Let's see. I don't need it that badly. They're just letting the bids build up online. 2 1/4. 2 1/2. 2 1/4. 2 1/2. Oh, I guess 230. Let's see if it. Last call for sure. 2 1/4. Oh, look at that. See, I guessed 230 and that thing went for 225. Well, I'm pretty good at estimating. Have no idea what wiper blades are going to go for. This is my Bowie knife coming up pretty soon here. I hope that my knife goes for around 150 or so. We'll see. It's the next lot up. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's at 120 already. Okay, I was hoping it would go for 150. It's already at 150. It is a nice piece, by the way. I've had that at the shop for a little while, and I don't know why I haven't tried to auction it or do something with it before. The guy probably had to pay like, 3 installments of $100 to Franklin Mint to get it or something, but oh, look, they already said sold. Colorado. I could have taken that. I was supposed to be in Colorado a couple weekends ago. That never happened. Well, okay, these aren't mine. Ammunition. Is that better, guys? Can you hear okay, everybody? Here we are. $40. This is my guess. This goes for $40. Oh. 45, 60. Oh, all right. I guess, even if you average out $10 a piece, 20, 30, 40, 50, that's only $10 a piece. That's pretty good for a 1940s race car. All right. Fair enough. The gun cleaning kit. I have no idea what these things normally sell for. I got this with a lot of other stuff that I bought. $35. Let's get $35. Maybe the guy that bought the ammo needs this. One more bid, $30. Oh. Yeah, all right. This one was a surprise to me. It's already at $50. You wear that out in public. That ought to keep you safe. I guess that's what's selling right now. Crazy gas mask. Oh, thanks, A&M Hunter. Appreciate that. $100, $110. That's right. Show up at your workplace in that, you'll be good to go. Okay. For the record, I'm happy with that. That was more than what I would have gotten out of the store. Yeah, this is live right now, whoever's asking. I'm happy with whatever this goes for. $12.50. That's fine. Gets it out of my store. I don't know why they have this shown like that. That piece was attached when I dropped it off at the auction, but oh no, it's just laying down. It's just laying down. That's all it is. Early Star Wars toy, but it's just cardboard. That's fine. It's not the most exciting Star Wars toy. It's made out of cardboard. Sandcrawler, thank you. Curious to know what our one-armed Tommy tractor does. 1950s Marks, tricky Tommy tractor. The cool thing about this is that it had the original box. 30, 40, a lot of farmers in my area. I'll be surprised if it doesn't get up more than that. There we go. It should be like a $60 to $80 thing, I would think. 50. There we go. There we go. It's in that range. I said somewhere between 60 and 80. We'll see. It's the right person. Who knows? Maybe over 100. There it goes. $80. Okay. Cloud City Speeder. Oh, it went from $15 to $70 pretty quick.
Cloud City Speeder. I got 70, 80.
Oh, I'm trying to respond to other stuff too. I'm just busy watching the auction right now.
70, 80, got me 80, got me 80, got me 80, got me 80, 70, 80, $80, $80, last call. 70, 80, got me 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 80, 70, $80,
It's a neat piece. I had that when I was, no, 70 bucks. There we go.
$70, 76.51. Going to Columbia, Missouri. Lot number 883. We got an
Boss German biscuit tin. I can't remember where I got this from. It's a neat piece though. I guess if one person bids on a bunch of things, they'll probably just ship it all together in one box. I say this goes, this probably won't go much higher than what it is right now. Nope. TIE Fighter, 100 bucks maybe? Oh, 110 already, okay. This had a neat feature that you could push a button and make the wing shoot off, like it got battle damage. Come on guys, where's it gonna go? This is Canadian dollars, by the way, if you're watching. So that's probably like 85 US. Don't know where that's not mine, I don't think. I did have a pair of Ray-Ban like that though. I don't know if I took them down to auction. Aviators. I don't know if those are the ones I had or not. Kind of hoping that I had the foresight to take down some sunglasses, but there it goes. This is a cool thing. This is when you would have had candle lit chandeliers or lights. So it's a snuffer. It puts out the fire when you can't reach it. Probably could have been used in a church, a hall, a big building. 20 bucks is pretty cheap for something like that. It'd probably cost you like 70 or 80 bucks to build something like that nowadays, but there we go, 30 bucks, 35. Yeah, in a church, they would use it in a church. 35 bucks. Maybe be one more bid. Nope. I had that thing since my store opened, so I'm glad that it's gone. This came out of Mary's house. This is the partner to the one that Austin Tischler bought at the auction sale that we did at the house. But this was Mary Borgstrom's hanging ball lamp. That's just not any regular swag lamp. It is mid-century and it's cool. We had it hanging in our store for a long time. Wow.
Sold at 45.
There you go. Somebody mailed me this, which was a nice gift. However, the customs cost me like 50 bucks on it. So I'm kind of just hoping to get back my customs fees that were due on it. Harley Davidson bowling pin. Okay. Somebody out there has a Harley and they like to bowl. Well, now I'm happy. Wow. Of all, you never know what's going to be popular at an auction. I had no hopes for this thing whatsoever. What? That's a runaway. 120 bucks for a bowling pin? Okay. Well, it's Harley. I guess where are you going to get another one, right? Okay. Well, that's surprising. There's the old oil station bottle rack.
On a 1940s gas station oil bottle and rack. Who's at 50?
There we go, $10. Meh.
10, 15, 10, 15.
That should be like a $60 to $100 item, realistically. It's hard to find those oil rack holders.
30, 25, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, 30, 25, 30, give me 30, 30, last call.
That's pretty cheap. If that wasn't mine, I'd be bidding on it. I probably had like, you know, $100 at best offer on that at one point. That's all right.
Yes, actually that is a mason jar.
Yeah, with
That is a mason jar.
with an oil bottle top on it.
With an oil lid on it.
Yeah, it's the rack that's worth the money.
I've got 40, 45. 40 bid buy, 45, 40 minute buy, 45, 45, 40 minute buy, but you still have the little stand.
Yeah, the rack is what's worth the money anyway.
45, sold.
Oh, that $40, that's fine.
73. Going to Fairview.
I'm glad they pointed that out there. You never want somebody to be disappointed when they get their item. Might come in handy if you get. If we go back to pioneer type days around here. Bowling pin went for $120 surprisingly. There's another Star Wars piece. These have been going over pretty good generally. $70, $80, $100. This was one of my favorite toys I had when I was a kid. Not this exact one, but I had one just like it. You squeeze a little button on the back and it makes the feet move. That and the AT-AT, two of my favorites. Put all your little Ewoks around it with logs banging into it. Okay, fine with that. Old mantle clock.
Vintage clock, mantle clock, 15, 20. I've been running every 20, like me running, like me 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20, 15, 20. I've been running every train of by 79, 20, 79, 20.
It is nice to clear the house. It is nice to clean the store up.
79, 20, 79, 20, last call. 79, 20, every 20, like me doing now 2.5, 20, 2.5.
I'd love to come out to Toronto, Bruce. Bruce is asking if I'll do a meetup out there. When things subside, perhaps. Might be a little while though. These are really neat. These are wooden masks. They're hand painted, hand carved. Nicely done. Don't know the whole history of them, but they're really cool. And somebody had to carve that, hand paint it. Lady brought these into my store one day. She had that and a crystal skull. The crystal skull went to Brazil, I think. And I had these masks kicking around for the past 6 months or so. That's pretty cheap. That's all right. I have no idea what this will go for. Kind of a fun little thing. I met a guy that just collects chess pieces. I'm not into that for a whole lot, so it doesn't matter to me what it goes for. It's in a really neat little wooden box, though, too.
So $15, 72.38. Lot number 895 on the RCMP. The coins. Probably commemorative. 30.
Oh, I don't look. They spelled. They didn't put commemorative. It's supposed to say commemorative. But they're all RCMP.
Sold $30.
Nope.
Sold $30. Lots of time.
No, guys.
$30.
Why did they end it? That cost me $10.
Hit the button. We've got
No, they're too slow.
896.
Well, that sucks.
40, now buy 45, 50, 45, 50, 50, 45.
Let's hope they can make it up to me on something else. Okay, well, this is.
60, 70, 80, 70, 80,
I wish they'd open this book up and show that it's completely full of all the cards inside of it. Open the book up, guys. Show what's inside. Hey, Steve-O. Steve-O's asking, is there anything that's hard to get rid of? No. I don't get attached to its inventory. When it comes to this stuff, you can't, if you're in this business, you can't get attached to things. This is a really good deal, guys. Whoever is watching this Hafner train set works beautifully. It comes with a track, it's wind up. It's just a beautiful quality piece. That should be at least $100 bill. What it's going to go for, who knows?
40, now 5, 45, 40 minute mile, 45, 40 minute mile, 45, 40 minute mile, 45, 40 minute mile, 50,
Oh, it's
45, 50,
halfway there.
50, 45, 50, 45, 50, 45, 50, last
That's a
call,
beautiful,
reserve,
beautiful
45,
piece.
50, 50, 50, 45, 50, 50, 50, 50, 45,
All right.
50, 50, 50, 50.
There it goes.
So 45. 8637 going to San Bernardino, California.
I like how he's excited about San Bernardino.
25, 30, 25, 30, 30, 11, 30, 11, 30, 25, 30, 25, 30, 25, 30, 30, 11, 30, 11, 30, 25, 30, 30, 11, 30,
The best is when auctioneers will stop to try and get more bids on something. Roll of toilet paper, folks, and then they'll stop it. Listen, folks, this roll of toilet paper has only half been used. Where are we going to be? These helmets aren't mine, but that's a pretty interesting little set. Yeah, it looks like American.
That's the liner with it.
Oh, one of them has a liner. Interesting. Those aren't mine. I am putting up a helmet at next week's sale, though. Yeah, they might be more Vietnam era. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Somebody else said the same thing, Vietnam era. They didn't change the design too much between World War II and Korean War and Vietnam. Helmet's a helmet, but yeah. This is one of my pieces. We had this at the store, used this for quite some time. I don't even know why I took it down to auction. It's a good lamp. I'll probably regret it and wish I had it back. Hopefully somebody bids on that thing. No bids yet, 15 bucks. That's a good piano lamp. There we go, 15 bucks. It's brass. Oh, there, the auction's kind of cutting it out a little bit. So 20 bucks at least.
That's 70 now, and 20, and 5, 20, and 25. 8, 20 without 25, better get 20 without 25.
These things are adjustable too.
25 one more time. 20 without 25, yes or no, going to sell it. 8, 25, 30, it'll better get 25 and 30, and 30, and 30. 8, 25 and 30, and 30.
That's a good lamp.
Yes or no?
If that thing goes anything under 50 bucks is a good price on a lamp like that. It's very good quality. Which means basically at the end of the day, I'll probably see 20 bucks out of that. That's okay. So yeah, I regret taking that one down because, not because I wanted to keep it, but because I was using it.
World War II Canadian military helmet again. Here we go, 80, 90, 80 and 90, 80 down, 90 up again, 100, 90 down, 100, 90, 100, 8, 90 and 100, again, 100 down, 10, 100 down, 110, 100, 110.
Oh, this helmet's doing good. It's not one of mine, but I do have one like it that is going to be going through auction next weekend. Hopefully it does around the same.
120, hit 110 without 120, where you're looking 110, 120, you're looking 120, last call, hit 110 without 120, yes or no, going to sell it, 110, 120, and
Let's see.
sold it with 110.
Hockey sticks.
76, the buyer, 903. On the autograph game used hot goalie stick, there you go.
Yeah, he was about to try pronouncing that guy's last name. Brzgalov. I don't follow hockey that much, so. That's probably cheap for an autograph stick. There it goes.
The buyer is 3904. 1999 Edmonton Oilers team autograph on Adam Oakes game used stick. There you go. Have a look here. Against the mouth. Here we go. Again. Here we go. A whole bunch of Adam autographs on it.
We're in Edmonton, so you'd think something like that would go over well, considering we're in the town that hockey team is from. But the question is whether they were doing much in 1999.
50 last call. 50, 60, 15, 60, and 15, 60. Up it again. 60 up it again. 60 all where 50, 60 and again. 60 last call. 50s all of it. 60 one more time.
60,
70, 60 and 70. At 60 and 70 and 70 and 70 and 70 and 70. Now with it again, 60 down, 70. Last call. 60s, all of it needs 70. One more time at 70. Yes or no? Sold it.
There it goes.
81.93. The buyer,
I'll probably be on until we get down through, let's see, somebody said, how long are you going to be on for? I'm going to stick on until I get through the bulk of my stuff, which will end right around like lot number, I don't know. We'll stay on for maybe another 15 minutes or so. My items will go all the way up to about lot 9. Let's see. The last of my stuff is lot 955. Usually takes about a minute per item, so I'm not going to stay on for another 40 minutes, but we'll stay on for a little bit longer and we'll see how things are going.
75, 75, 85, 75, 85, 85, 85, 75, 85, one more time. 75 and 85, down and again. 85 where yes or no, and 75 and 85 and 85 and 85 last.
So it all depends on whose autographs are on the stick. Alex Ovechkin's a pretty big player. He's a big name. That's why he's $130 already. Probably end up in the Hockey Hall of Fame. That one's doing better. Maybe people still have money out there. They're buying stuff. There you go. There it goes. I bet that's it. Yeah, sold. Sold. No, I don't have a list of the records that I have for sale. We rely on walk-in business. This is not normal times for us. That's why we don't have an online store, is that things generally sell really quick out of the store. Yeah, the toe crushing Colt is still available. If you email me, I can get you some details on it. The toe crushing Colt. That's what I'll rename it. The Colt? Yeah, not my toe. My toe isn't for sale. I did have, I did have Captain Beefheart, but I guess we sold him. That stick might be autographed too. That's cheap even just for a hockey stick, let alone one that was used by an NHL player. That's an NHL quality stick for $25. Well, like this should be the market for an Oiler stick like that.
There we go, 40, 50, and 40, 50, 60, 50, down 60, up again, 60,
well.
70, 60, and 70, and 60, and 70, and 70, and 70.
Yeah, Matthew can put his YouTube channel name up here if he wants. That's fine. Problem is, selling on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace right now isn't necessarily safe because you got strange people coming to your house and spreading all kinds of germs around. So for me, this is the easiest way. You can see they're wearing rubber gloves. I don't know if you see that. They're wearing protective gloves and gear at this auction house. So there's very little risk. It goes into a box, gets shipped to you. Those are some old skates. Those would end up I had them just on display at the store, but that's what somebody will do. They'll probably just put those, hang them up on display. You wouldn't wear them. But cool display piece. Give them some leather conditioning. There you go. There they go. This binder was kind of cool because it's just tons of old manuals for stationary engines. There's a lot of cool ones in there. That's probably like $300 worth of manuals in there retail. $15, 17. Oh, hey, Charlotte, thank you. Well, we're trying our best to distract everybody from the craziness that's happening out there right now. That was a good deal. Whoever bought those, that was a good deal. Not my Army field phone. But they're getting.
Field phone. There you go. Have a look here. On this one, here we go. 300. That's 300. We're going to get 200. I'm going to get 260.
See how they start off optimistically at 300, and then they always try and throw a big number out first, and then they wind their way down. So maybe I'll get down to, what's my target here? I'll go until we get to the watchmaker tools, and then I'll sign off around that point there. I don't think the screen's out of focus for anybody else. As far as I know, it's okay. YouTube has reduced their settings right now, so you're probably getting a live feed that's showing at lesser quality. Well, he got $90 for his phone. That's pretty good. This is a cool... Oh, they got it mixed up. No. That's Pontiac. The other one's Oldsmobile. Well, that's Pontiac. They're showing the wrong one. I hope they figure that out. That's a cool piece, actually. Has like the Indigenous Braves face on the front of it, the Pontiac face. It drives me crazy when auction houses, and I don't mean them disrespect because they're doing the best they can, but when they switch up the lots and they get the wrong name, people at home don't know what they're bidding on. That's pretty inexpensive for a nice hood ornament. Oh, there we go, $25. I mean, unless you're restoring a car like that right now, you probably, you know. This is a cool thing. These would actually fire. When you could give your kids explosives to play with, shoot stuff off. Sometimes they were like a baking soda. Other times you would have real, like little black powder cannons. But this is a big bang cannon, which is kind of like more of the soda style. But kind of a cool thing. Looks really neat. It's got that World War I sort of look to it. I'd like to see it get out closer to $60, $70 or so Canadian. We'll see. Looks like it's stalled out at $40.
Last call. 40, 50, yes or no?
There it goes. Okay. Oh, there's a little blue transistor radio. Somebody online was asking about that.
Transistor radio in the box, 15 and 20.
I don't think this thing's ever been used. It's basically like brand new.
30, 40, 30, 40, 30 without 40, don't be able to get to without 40, don't be able to get to without 40, 35, hit 30 and 35, 40.
Yeah, it's essentially like a brand new old transistor radio.
Hit 40 without 45, we again.
I can't remember if I think it's got the headphones in there too. I think those are little, they would give you like a little earpiece. Well, they're ending the stuff before the, okay. Either there's a delay or else they're ending the stuff really early. There's a bunch of old toys. And I'm just going to do a couple more lots and then I'll log off of this here. It's the retail value, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's probably like about $130 retail is what that would go for. Probably like 20, 20, 20. Yeah, I'd say about $120, $130 worth of stuff. $25 is a good deal for whoever's buying that. Oh, I see a message from Jamie. If you've sent me messages to my email, I'm certainly not ignoring them. I'm trying to catch up on them. I do, of course, ship anywhere in the world. I certainly was not trying to ignore you, Jamie. I'm just watching the auction right now at the same time, too, so I apologize. And guys, please be patient with me right now. These are unusual times. I'm packing stuff up every single day, and we're selling off whatever we can online. So yeah, I ship everywhere in the world. So please, you know, I've had a few people like Jamie there who is writing back saying that they're very frustrated. Melissa apparently wrote that she wrote back as well. So perhaps you guys aren't seeing the messages too, but we're doing our best, guys. We're doing our best.
57 Chevy dealer brochure and advertisement. Here we go. 70.5, 20. Hit 70.5, 20 and 20 and 20. Hit 17.5.
So we're going to do one more lot here.
20 without 25, 20 and 25. Hit 20 and 25. 20 without 25, 30.
And we'll see what this. That's an original 57 Chevy brochure, which is kind of cool. If you've got a 57 Chevy, those are two nice things to have in your glove box at a car show. The stuff that's selling right now on auction, yes, they ship anywhere in the world, and we also will ship anywhere in the world.
the antique watchmaker's tools of 1920s Texaco boxes. There you go, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40, 30 down, 40, over the 40, where to the game, 50, 40, 50, and 40 and 50, 50, 50, 60, down 60. 50, 60, and 70, and 80, 70, and 80, 70.
Would I be interested in knowing the location of John Wilkes' booth diary? Yeah, I'd be interested in owning John Wilkes' booth diary. Mind you, it's probably one from when he was an actor, and it's all, you know, just him rehearsing lines. Nothing exciting. That is a bunch of watchmaker tools. That's a pretty good price, $90 for that. Don't ask me why I paired it with the oil stuff. I think I was just trying to film the can. Oh, and that's a shaving kit. Well, that's a random variety of stuff in there.
100, last call. 100, 110 if you like this, 110, 20, 110, 120.
Well, at least it's getting over $100. That's good.
110, 120, 110 down, 120 where you're gonna 120, yes or no, 120 where, yes or no, 120, 110, 120, you all done? 110, 120, yes or no, wanna sell?
There it goes. Okay. So I'm gonna flip it around and I'll chat with you guys a little bit here too. I'm gonna turn our auctioneer friend around a little bit. And there we go. Okay, so a couple of things in terms of shipping and answering emails. I've been trying to keep up as best I can. What I find the challenge is because we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we have a couple email accounts, is that although we try and siphon everything through the store email, we end up getting messages through all these different areas, and sometimes messages are very difficult to find where they went. So somebody will say, I've been writing you, and it went through like a messenger request that never came through, or it went through an Instagram thing that got lost along the way. The best way to reach us is always by email at curiosityedmonton@gmail.com. We try and use Instagram and Facebook to reach out to you guys and to advertise things, and to show some of the things that we have on. But the best way to reach us is through email. And if you don't get a response right away, just email me back. I do want to get in touch with you guys. It is my intention. But truth be told, you know, I see Deet Kern says I emailed but no answer. Please do write back again too. I am trying very hard to stay on top of it, but we probably get, I would say about 100 emails a day. And a lot of times YouTube channels won't even accept emails because it's very, very challenging to get on top of this stuff. So please stay in touch with us, and we'll do our very best to get back to you guys as soon as we can. The part of the reason why I'm putting stuff through Kastner auctions instead of selling it myself is that I'm also the guy who goes out and packs all this stuff up and mails it out. And there's been a lot of trips to the post office when I should probably be at home, not going out to the post office right now. So we'll do our very best to stay in touch. Oh, at least we're selling some stuff at auction today. You know, the goal right now is really just to clean house. Pixie, I can see your message there. Are you ever going to tell us what you're making from this auction? Well, I'm not asking you, you know, to be anything more than patient. In terms of a grand tally, I hope that it's going to be over $1,000 or so with the items I took down, but it's going to take me a bit to go through. And sometimes people don't pay for their things, and you don't know until the next weekend when you get your check to see what it's going to be. But overall, yeah, we're seeing things go. I'm just watching right now. The big, huge bin of ties that I got from Mary's place is selling. I don't know what somebody's going to do with that, but these are all ties that I pulled out of the attic at Mary's house when I was there. I think people sew with them, or they make bags or purses. I think somebody said they made a skirt out of one before. They take all these ties and they do sort of like a patchwork quilt kind of idea. We'll see. There it goes. 60 bucks. That was like 100 ties. That's crazy. Okay. So I'm just kind of hanging out here, seeing how things are going, and I appreciate you guys sticking with us. I sure hope that you guys are doing well. I've noticed in the past little while too that folks are probably getting sick of being indoors, and you know, we're trying our very best to be a distraction for you from normal life, as I'm also trying to stay busy and trying to keep everybody's, you know, minds off of things for the time being. So we are going to be doing this auction that's ending today, and then there's one more auction next week, and beyond that, it's probably just whatever was sitting around at their warehouse in the back that they're going to drag out and throw through. But I am glad that we still have an auction house that's up and running, because it means that our store has at least some revenue coming back in, and that's really important for us, because eventually at some point we're going to have to get back to buying and getting more inventory on the shelves. So we are very grateful to have you guys all with us, and very grateful to have you watching our channel. And again, please be patient as I go through emails, and I try and get back to you guys as soon as I can on things. So thank you guys very much. Appreciate you guys watching today's live feed stream. And, you know, we'll keep trying to entertain you by doing these videos, and appreciate everybody being on here with us. Have a great day, guys, and we'll see y'all soon, and bye for now.